I am ready to go live. Welcome everyone to the Expat Woman Show. I am trying to go live on Instagram as well. So just give me a second while I figure that out. This is something new. I'm streaming from StreamYard onto a whole bunch of social media platforms, and Instagram is one of them. And I just not sure if it's working or not. So please bear with me. I'm always trying out new things. It says it's hopefully I can go live now. Am I already live? Okay. It says I'm live on Instagram, but who knows? I've been struggling with Instagram just like Dominika has for a while now. So my apologies for that. I just wish I could get this going. This has been bothering me for so long. Anyway, all right, let's get going. So, welcome, Dominika, to the Expat Woman Show. I'm delighted to have you here. My name is Naina Kaputi. I'm the founder and CEO of the Expat Woman, and I'm also a LinkedIn coach and trainer. And delighted to have Dominika Miernik here. She's been part of the Expat Woman for many years now. You might have seen her or heard her on one of our events. She's spoken at numerous on, online events. She's spoken at summits. She's hosted workshops. She's been on my LinkedIn Lives and LinkedIn audio events. And she's also one of the founding members of the Expat Woman and has a wealth of knowledge. I haven't had the opportunity to meet Dominika in person, but I feel like I know you, Dominika, because you've been such an active member of the Expat Woman, so generously sharing of your time and expertise. So, Dominika, I would love for you to introduce yourself and share a little bit more about what you do, where you live, and how you became an expat.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you very much, Naina, and thank you very much to everyone who is attending this interview. I am happy to be here, and like always, I am happy to share my experience as an expat and an expat coach, and connect with Naina through her the Expat Woman network. I am an expat and career coach, and I have been an expat, a seasoned expat myself for about 20 years. Right now, I lived in 4 countries in Europe. I am originally from Poland. I lived in Italy, UK, and also in France. I have started my expat journey as a student because I moved to Italy, to Rome, to study psychology at the university. And then I experienced different aspects of expat life, moving for career reasons, for professional reasons, family, because of my partner, for sense of adventure as a digital nomad. So different stages. So I don't know what will be the last stage of my journey. We will see what future will it is holding for me. And I have been also working as an expat coach and helping women and expat women, globally mobile women moving abroad to clarify what they can do in their professional life and how they can adapt to a new country, starting a new career or starting a new business, and also mentoring expat coaches. I am working also with individual clients and expat support organization, and I have been doing this for about for 10 years right now. So I am seasoned expat career coach as well.
That's awesome. And yeah, the Expat Woman also celebrated our 10th
Yeah.
anniversary. So we are on similar paths. And I love that you are also supporting other expat coaches. I know this is a very hot topic, both at the summit and when we mentioned that you'd be talking about how to be a successful expat coach on this expat show, people were really interested because I think many people are coaches, they live abroad and they want to break into the whole expat coaching arena. So I wanted to ask you two questions. What are some of the biggest challenges that expats face? You briefly touched upon how you help them. And what are some of the qualities that expat coaches need to have to really work with this population of of women living abroad?
Yeah, excellent questions. So, like the biggest challenges based on what I have like experience working with fellow expats, women or also men moving abroad, definitely is making connections, making new friends, and also understanding what you can do with your skills and with your background in a new country. So how can you find a new job? How can you like progress in your professional life? Starting a business, finding a new job, like reinventing yourself. So those are like the two common biggest challenges. And also, I think learning the language, because learning the language is very important in making connections with the local community, and also being let's say attractive on the local job market. So those are like the three challenges that I have observed, because you want to like fulfill your purpose when you are moving abroad. Of course, sometimes you are moving just for a sense of adventure, so maybe it will be like a short experience abroad, so you don't need all those language skills, but it is very important to speak a little bit of the local language. So yeah, and also making connections, so like networking, going to some events, speaking with local people, so you can understand the culture. And answering your second question, so it is about skills as an expat coach or skills as an expat living abroad.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I put two questions together.
Yeah,
So it's really about what qualities should someone have to become an expat coach,
an
right? Not
expat coach.
everyone can be
Yeah,
an expat coach.
yeah, exactly. So I think definitely experience abroad. So having experience of living abroad, so you can understand what are the challenges of people moving abroad. So like 1 year or 6 months. So having this experience, so you can go and explore like for yourself what does it mean to live abroad. Listening skills, understanding people, communication skills, being flexible, and having the knowledge, being like having this being culturally sensitive, because you have to understand that we look at the world from the different perspective. So what is normal for you, because you are coming from a different culture, it can be different for another person. So those are the skills: listening skills, communication, experience abroad, and having experiencing this intercultural knowledge
Right. I think
abroad.
cultural sensitivity must be a huge part of it, right? Because you might have lived abroad, but again, as you say, you work with so many different cultures. You're from one country, and then you have your clients from other countries. And I wanted to go back a little bit about you,
Mm-hmm.
and like when you started off, how did you promote your business? How did you get clients? Because a big part of being an entrepreneur, you might have the best expertise and skills, but if you don't get the clients, you can't really progress. So and I know you've also received awards for being one of the best expat coaches in Europe or in the country we're living in. So just for people who are starting off, or even people who have been expat coaches for a while but don't know how to market themselves or how to find clients, would love for you to touch upon that.
Yeah, great question, and yeah, definitely this is one of the biggest struggle of coaches, expat
Right.
coaches or entrepreneurs. So I think you have to. So when I started, it was 10 years ago. So everything was a little bit different. And so I remember that I didn't know exactly what to do and how to market myself, because I, even if I studied marketing at university, but I didn't know how to go visible and how to like share what I have to offer. So I started with two things, with networking and with LinkedIn. Those two things were working for me at the time. Networking, because I wanted to like meet people, to experience like even like what is the mindset of other entrepreneurs, not like only coaches or expat coaches, but how entrepreneurs think. And so I attended like networking events for the Polish community in the UK. So I was living at the UK like 10 years ago, and also international expats events. So I could like talk with people, ask them questions, understand what are their challenges, offer them free coaching, free sessions. So like getting visible and talking about what I am doing and what I am offering. So this was one of my strategy. Then another one was LinkedIn. So my first client found me on LinkedIn, and I posted that I am an expat coach and I am helping people moving abroad, like finding their new career path. So this was my strategy. Then because I didn't know what to do next, what kind of packages I have to create, what is my offer exactly, how to approach people. I started to work with a mentor, with a business coach. So I enrolled in 1 year marketing business coaching, let's say, to understand how to do a website, how to position myself, what to say, what kind of words I have to use in my sales page, how to create sales pages. Because now even I was like more focused on social media like LinkedIn and networking and meeting with people, but there was also this opportunity to be online. And for me, I remember it was like eye opener, no, that I can go online, advertise my business, and connect with people. Now it's normal. So I think the important thing is to understand what is your niche, what are the challenges of your niche, and how you can help them. What results are you bringing to your clients, and then choose your channels, your marketing channels. So it can be writing a blog, it can be a podcast. So I also started a podcast for 8 years. I was like running a podcast, and it helped me like to connect people, not only like to get visible for myself, but also to share as you are doing. No, you are sharing stories of different expat women and their challenges. So then you are building connection and trust with people. So find your your channel. If you are using social media, where you can find your clients on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you prefer and like be with people face to face, go and attend networking events or like workshops or conferences on expat life or international life. So like choose like what is your style when it comes to marketing, and then focus on those things. So this is how I started, and I am still doing some of those things. I am now like more online than in person, but I am still going to networking events and using LinkedIn. I am still using LinkedIn. I am doing I am in your group. So those are the things that work for me. Showing up, taking small steps every day, and another don't like overthink it. If something is not perfect, just go for it. Like if your website is not perfect or your elevator speech is not perfect, so it will be better like and another networking events, let's say. So even if you're not perfect with your marketing strategy, go and show up. This is the best strategy. Yeah.
Those are so many value bombs that you're dropping here, Dominika. Very powerful. And from what you just shared, I think putting yourself out there is really important, and also knowing what your niche is or niches, because you can be an expat coach, but then there's so many avenues, right? Career, or working with repats, or working with women who are going to move abroad, or who have kids. So I think that's deciding what you want to really specialize and focus on, who your target audience is, where they hang out, and then you, as you said, you initially you were networking, you were trying to meet your potential audience and figure out, what their pain points were, what their mindset was. So I think that's very important, because for many people there's that fear of, showing up, of getting to know your audience. You have this wonderful business, but then if you don't showcase your business, you don't talk about it. Like, you're doing such a brilliant job, because you've been active in the Expat Woman membership and in our network for many years now. And whenever there's an opportunity, you always say yes. Sometimes the time might not work because we are in different time zones.
Yeah.
I'm in the US, you're like traveling around Europe doing your amazing work. But I think not only are you showing up, you're adding value, and encourage people to that, and also investing in yourself. People will spend so much on travel, on coffee, on designer clothes, but they will not invest in themselves. For instance, I founded the Expat Woman membership, and it's I'm not just obviously it's a little bit of a plug for the Expat Woman, but
Yeah.
the monthly membership is really nominal. But I'm surprised how many people who spend so much on other stuff are afraid to even invest in themselves, connect with other expats like you and me, and learn. Or business coaching is more expensive, but sometimes that's an investment, because you put that money into business coaching or finding a business coach, and then you think long term, right? You have to have a vision. So I think that's really important. And also, I see you with LinkedIn. You are showing up there, you're sharing your strategies, you're building your network. I have connected with so many expats on LinkedIn. Many of them are not even that active, but the beauty of LinkedIn is that you can actually look at people's profiles and you know that they are real people. Like with Facebook and Instagram, and not to knock those platforms, because I also have the Expat Woman presence on those, but I think if you are a coach, an expat coach, I think finding a professional platform to share your expertise is really important. Also, where are people hanging out that can afford your services? Because I think that's another too. And studies have shown that people on LinkedIn are usually professionals who have the buying power. A lot of times on Facebook and Instagram, there are lots of friends and family, and it's more like getting to know each other. But LinkedIn is where people who want to take their career to the next level, or want, in the case of expats, want to really lead successful and fulfill lives abroad, are hanging out because they want to connect with other professionals. So also, I want to give you a shout out for joining my other program, the LinkedIn Academy, and I've seen your progress, and you're just doing fabulously there as well. And again, as you also said, it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. Like, you've been in your business for 10 years, I've been in my business for 10 years. There have been so many ups and downs. The pandemic
Yeah.
happened, but you have to be persistent and consistent, and be ready to take the falls with the wins. So with that being said, in terms of becoming an expat coach, can anyone be an expat coach, or do you have to have qualifications? I know you have several qualifications, so do you mind touching upon that, whether you can just be an expat coach, or you should be certified to become an expat coach, and what kind of certifications does one need to get?
Yeah, yeah. So this is a question that I always get asked. Like, do I need any qualifications? Do I need a certifications to become an expat coach? So I think, like, at the beginning, if you have experience. So for example, let me say, let's like look at my experience. So when I started, because I was like interested in coaching. So this is something that I wanted to explore. But my background was in recruitment, career counseling, customer service, and sales. And I also had experience living in different countries. So I wanted like to connect those experiences and my skills from my professional background. Then I started a professional diploma. It was personal performance coaching diploma, because I wanted to explore more about coaching, what coaching is. But I had skills like in helping people to find a job, advising them about their next career, and also how to adapt what are your challenges when it comes to living abroad. Because I worked as I volunteered for the expat community, and also I had a background in psychology, so I didn't like I didn't need like at the beginning all those qualifications as an expat. So as an expat coach. So I think if you have experience abroad and if you overcome a challenge that your fellow expats are facing right now, so it can be a career, it can be a business, it can be making friends abroad, being confident in speaking or marketing. So if you have those experiences at the beginning, you don't need like a certification in coaching or in expat coaching. You can do it later if you want to go further with that, or you can read some books about it. You can network, you can meet with people. There are many organizations that are helping expats, like for example, families in global transition, or your organization that you can meet with people. So I don't think you don't need it right like at the beginning. Later on, if you want to like explore something more, you can start a certification or something like that. So I am still doing some certifications like for myself, because I am interested in different topics and different like subjects and like different services or something that I can add to my offers and my business. So like, do not overthink it. Experience abroad and think about the challenge that you have overcome, and is there someone that is facing the same challenge, and how you can help to overcome this. What results can you bring?
I
So
love
I
that. I
hope,
love,
yeah,
because you said sometimes you're not sure if you want that career, so don't initially get certification, right? Figure out if this is the right thing for you, because sometimes also something sounds glamorous, right? Like an expat coach sounds so glamorous.
yeah,
I want to be an expat coach, but as you say, figure out if that's the right thing for you. And then, as it's ongoing learning, right? But if we want, is in our careers, if we want to really take it to the next level, we have to invest in, as you said, business coaching, or have a coach, or also in continued learning. But I like what you said, and you also mentioned earlier about taking small steps. Like, some of the people watching might be interested in becoming expat coaches and feel so overwhelmed. Oh my goodness, how am I going to do it? But everything in life or everything in business starts small, but you just have to do it. Don't overthink it. I feel a lot of us, especially as women living abroad, sometimes because of the challenges we faced, or everything so different, culturally, or language, and we might tend to suffer from imposter syndrome or self-limiting
yeah.
beliefs, and that can stop us as well. But I wanted to continue because I know we're almost
Mm-hmm.
out of time. So, my next question to you would be, like, if someone is looking for an expat coach, how can they decide which is the best expat coach for them? Because I know there's so many expat coaches out there, and there are people here who also want
Mm-hmm.
to learn how to find that expat coach. So, what would
Yeah,
you advise?
yeah. So I think, yeah, you can explore. Yeah, so depend, like, of course, what is the challenge that you are facing right now? Do you want to start a business, or find a new job, or maybe make friends in a new country? So I think you can go and, yeah, explore. Like, many expat coaches are offering free consultations, so this is like a great opportunity to see how a coach can help you. What is the style? So maybe you like someone who is like motivating you, supporting you, or maybe you need someone who is like more straightforward. So like, coaches have like different coaching style. So what is a coaching style that you are looking for? So those like free sessions can help you to understand exactly. And are you looking, like, for example, for online coaching, or do you prefer to working in a group, maybe, so you can like speak and connect with people who are facing the same problem and exchange ideas, or do you prefer like on one-to-one coaching, like more customized to your problems and challenges that you are facing? So yeah, there are many coaches right now, and that's good because it seems that there is a demand for the services that we are offering. So this is a good sign. I think knowing the person, if you like how the person is communicating, what is the story of the person. So many times, for example, if you want, so I am also working with a coach right now. So if I like this coach because how she's communicating, the story that she's sharing, how she's advertising her business, so this speaks to me. So I want to work with coach. Like for example, with Naina, you are a LinkedIn coach. So I like how you are help. There are many like LinkedIn coaches right now, but I know I like how you are helping us with LinkedIn and what kind of services are you offering. So I think understanding the style and like having the feeling now of the person that you want to work with. So this will help you to understand. And also what is it is about investing. So yeah, sometimes you have to invest a lot, but if you want like an online program, you can pay less. So understanding exactly how much you can invest in yourself right now. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And
Yeah.
that's really helpful. That's very helpful because it's not just the expertise that the coach can provide, but also can I work well with this person? Do they have similar outlook? Like I love working with you, and like I'm the coach, you're my client, and I really enjoy working with you because it can also be work the other way, right? Because there's a
Yeah.
couple of clients that I have not
Yeah.
clients or members that I've not connected with. They just have a different style. Sometimes I feel
Yeah.
our personalities clash. So I think that's really important as well. We are almost out of time, but I did want you to very
Hmm.
briefly share a success story that you've had with a client. You don't need to mention their name, but just an expat that you helped to, overcome a challenge or just learn how to uh, either find their career abroad or survive and thrive abroad.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I was working with a woman, and she came to me, and she had like a lot of ideas about what to do in her business. She wanted to become an expat coach, so she had an idea about her target, but she like didn't know exactly what to offer, what is her marketing strategy, and also there was a little bit of like lack of motivation or limiting beliefs. So we clarified her niche exactly. So she decided to become a coach for teenagers and for parents. So completely different niche, connected to expats, but yeah, it was more with teenagers and with parents. And she came up. She started. Yeah, she set up her website. She started to coach teenagers. She became more visible, more like motivated in her journey as a coach. And also because she didn't know how to invest in her business, because you need money when you are starting a business. So we came up with ideas what to do and how she can invest, how she can found her business. So this was like when it comes to business coaching. When it comes to job search, so once I was working with a lady, and also she was moving to Italy, and yeah, she was excited about all the opportunities that come like with life in Italy, but she didn't know about what to do and if she is going to find a job. So yeah, there was lack of motivation, like lack of like belief in herself. So it was not like working on, let's say, traditional career coaching, like helping with CV or your job interview skills, but like more about keeping you accountable, like motivating you, and keeping you on track with your plan, how to find a job. And she found a job, and she even got like a higher salary, so it was a good experience. So I think it's more about motivation and having someone who is like not checking on you, but is like giving you this belief that you can actually do it, you can start a business, or you can find a job in a country that you are moving into.
I love
Yeah, so
that. Thanks
those,
for sharing
yeah,
that. Yeah, that's very
you're
powerful.
welcome.
And I just wanted to welcome everyone who's been watching us. We've had such a intense conversation. I know people
Yeah.
have been watching we are streaming on LinkedIn, in our Facebook groups, on YouTube. So feel free to jump into the comments and say hello. Let us know where you're calling in from. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments. And Dominika, if she doesn't have time to address them now, can address them later. Uh, so the last question is how first of all, how have you enjoyed being part of the Expat Woman membership? Like, how have you benefited? I'm opening the doors officially on January 24th to welcome new members. You're one of the founding members. And then the other question is, what is one tip you have for expats to achieve success abroad? Like one implementable tip. So after they're done today, they can say, I can do this, and, get one step closer to leading that fulfilled and purposeful life abroad.
Yeah, yeah. So when it comes like being a founding member of the Expat Woman, so I am really happy because Naina is always sharing a lot of resources, always sharing her knowledge and helping us, like not only with LinkedIn, but she's offering different workshops on imposter syndrome, which is very important. And also, I like the connection that I can connect with other women, with women like living in different countries, like different parts of the world. So this is great. I like all the calls that you are doing, that are like helping us to know each other, start collaborations. So I met like a lot of fantastic women, which I interviewed also for my podcast, and we did a lot of things together when it comes to coaching. Yeah, and also all the resources that you are offering. Oh, I can see that your cat is joining us. uh, yeah, and when it comes to being let's say a successful expat, I don't know if I can say a successful expat, but it depends, yeah, what you mean, what success means to you. I think it's showing up every day, taking this small step, even because expat life is very challenging. So even if you don't feel like showing up, you have to show up. So like showing up, it means like taking small action. So it can be making a call, or improving your LinkedIn profile, or going to this networking event, because this will help you to have a fulfilling and be happy with your experience abroad. So showing up every day, no matter
Thank you.
what.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Dominika, both for sharing why you like to be part of the Expat Woman membership. And it's also it's a two-way street, right? Because I give and you guys give back, and I spotlight you, you spotlight the membership, you spotlight the Expat Woman. Because part of me starting the membership is that there's so many amazing women like you. I
Yeah.
love building community and bringing women together, but also I feel expat women need to step into the spotlight, right? Because as you say, putting yourself out there, because
Yeah.
very often we suffer from low self-esteem, or we feel we're not as good as the locals. And so getting out of our comfort zones and really learning what our unique expertise is and putting it out there is great. And then I loved also your tip about how to be successful in your life abroad. My Finally, I would love for you to share how people can find you. If you have anything coming up that you want to share, please let us know.
Yeah, yeah. So you can find me on LinkedIn, yeah, by my name, like Dominika Miernik. So I will put the link, and also my website. It's dmcoaching.eu. So if you have questions, if you would like to explore more, feel free to connect and to connect with me and ask your questions. I am always like willing to help, especially for future expat coaches. And yeah, I am currently working on a new program, mentoring for expat coaches. So I will be sharing about this more in the future on social media and on my website. So I will keep you updated.
Wonderful. Thank you. And we'll share all those
You're
details as
welcome.
well. Yeah, thank you, Dominika, so much for joining us. Thank you, everyone who's also joined us. Sorry that we started a little late. I was just trying to figure
Yeah,
out how to do this,
yeah, you have to.
do it on Instagram, and we still didn't succeed. So maybe in the future,
No,
we'll be able to stream on
but we
Instagram because
tried. Yeah, we
we
tried.
tried. Exactly. You keep trying till you finally
Yeah,
figure it out. But yeah, thank you so much. This was so valuable. And I always, as
thank
I
you.
said, I always love having you be part of my events and sharing your expertise. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a wonderful day or evening or night. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.